Do you want to know where Michael Jackson filmed the music video Why with his nephews? Do you want to see where Marilyn Monroe used to live? Do you want to know where Bruce Lee used to live and where he worked out? You want to see the location where they filmed Scarface? Do you want to know where Michael Jackson recorded the song We Are the World? Do you want to see the house where Guns N' Roses used to live? Do you want to know in which episode this house was used? So you better stay and watch the whole video. I'm going to all those different locations and movie locations. Normally I do a video about Marilyn, I do a video about Michael Jackson, but this video is all kind of mixed up, but I think it's still going to be a good video. And what I would love you to do, maybe you can share this video, copy and paste it and send it to a friend so more people watch my videos. Sometimes I feel like my videos don't get any traction. Anyway, stay tuned. It's going to be a great video. I did a lot of driving for this video. Here we are. This is like a cul-de-sac. This is the address, 12305 5th Helena Drive. And do you know who used to live right here? This is the last address where Marilyn Monroe lived. This is the place where she passed away. Yeah, right here is where Marilyn walked. And here's where she got carried out in a stretcher. The gate looks a little different. But this was right here where Marilyn walked in and out with her little doggy. It's unbelievable to believe that she walked here. Pretty in pink. It's unbelievable to think that she was standing right here. And that's already a long time ago. But everything looks the same. They just changed the address sign to a different place. So her driveway was right here. And I think this is the entrance gate where she walked in and out. I'm surprised that nobody actually wrote little notes on the walls right here. And if you look closely, they have cameras right here, a camera right here. Let's take a peek over the fence. This is the house where she used to live. It's a little hard to see. She died in 1962. There's a lot of time for the bushes to grow and the trees. But there was a little swimming pool on the side. They really never found out if she got murdered or if it was a suicide. It feels like you're in Spain or Mexico. It's like a Mexican, Hispanic, Spanish-style house. Just imagine the day she died, all the police force and all the people that were here in front of her gate. They're building a new place right next to her. And here I am. This is another Marilyn Monroe location. But unfortunately, the hotel is closed. There's so many pictures I could match up at the pool here, at the Avalon Hotel pool. That's where Marilyn was standing. I believe it was right here. But one day, when all this is over, I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna do another vlog. Marilyn was standing at this hotel for about 3 years. Everything looks the same. And this is where Marilyn was standing with, I believe this is Joe DiMaggio. Got her some nice flowers. It's been a long time. Yep. Marilyn! So I kind of figured out where Marilyn used to stay. This is not the hotel. The hotel is across the street, but they had those little bungalows where people were living for a while. See, the entrance to the hotel would be right here. And it still says Avalon Hotel, but they have those little cottages where people live. So I think this is the place where Marilyn Monroe lived for 3 years. So she walked out right here, came down right here, walked on this pathway, and that's where she was standing. See, the house matches up perfectly. Look how big the tree got. Small tree, big tree. This is where she was standing. This is the house where Bruce Lee used to live 1967 to 1968, the year when I was born. And this is his best student, Dan Inisanto. They worked out here many times in the front yard, in the backyard. And behind, you see the Sony Studios. That's where they filmed The Green Hornet. He used to live on Wilshire Boulevard before. The rent was probably more expensive. Then he decided to move over here. And that was at the end of his career for the Green Hornet. It got canceled. And that's when he was living here. Unbelievable. My hero, my inspiration, working out in the front yard in his house in Culver City. This is the walkway to his house. And he's standing right here, catching the ball to his stomach, working out his abdominals. Unbelievable. Everything is still here. 1968. And this is a really cool guy. I really appreciate what he did for me. He actually let me on his property and let me take those pictures right here.
Of course. It's on Bruce Lee.
That's right. Everybody's a Bruce Lee fan, right?
Exactly.
And this is the driveway where Bruce was standing with his daughter and his son, Brendan and Shannon Lee. Look how smart Bruce Lee looks with his glasses on. When you walk to the back right here, there used to be a basketball hoop right here. This is where Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Bruce Lee worked out in this area. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the #1 basketball player for the Lakers back then. And James Coburn was also working out here. They probably had all kinds of equipment here to work out. That's the house in Culver City. Linda, Brandon, Bruce, and Shannon, they all walked around right here. When I was 6 years old, I started doing judo. And then I did 15 years Kempo karate. I had my whole room in Germany full of all pictures of Bruce Lee. I drew Bruce Lee. And now I'm here at his house where he used to live. Behind the house are the studios where they filmed The Green Hornet. And the funny part is, I only lived 3 blocks from here. All those years I've been living in Los Angeles, I didn't know that the house where he lived was right here. I had to do some research, and when I saw it, I was like, I got to go there. So finally I did a vlog about it. Bye-bye, Bruce Lee's house. I am right here on Fairfax Boulevard, right in front of Canter's, the world famous Canter's Deli. This place is historic for sure. This place is a 3rd generation family business. Many celebrities passed through this door right here. Just to name a few: Marilyn Monroe, Madonna, Brad Pitt, Muhammad Ali. Elvis loved the bagels from Canter's. Marilyn got introduced to this place through her 3rd husband, Arthur Miller. You probably don't believe it, but there were 3 different presidents eating here at Canter's. JF Kennedy was here, Barack Obama, and Nixon. We're here right on Fairfax, and the whole district is a Jewish district, and the owner, Mark Canter, and Guns N' Roses were really good friends like this. Guns N' Roses have a booth in here where they used to come. It's closed right now. I walked in there, but they chained everything off, so I can't go in there right now. What I didn't know is that Slash from Guns N' Roses was also Jewish. I looked all over the internet. I could not find any information that Michael Jackson was eating here at Canter's. Everything is homemade food here. They're open 24 hours, and I used to play backgammon in here. And my favorite dish here was the matzo ball soup. I love it. And this is the back alleyway right behind Canter's. This is the back entrance for Canter's. Look how nice all this looks with the graffiti. You can take some really cool pictures here if you have like model. Anyway, this is the back entrance, and believe it or not, this is the first photo shoot Guns N' Roses did. Look how young they look. Rock stars, all the long hair. Everybody's cool as ice. Right here in the back alley where Canter's is on Fairfax. You think this young gentleman right here, Slash, ever thought that he's gonna play with Michael Jackson in concerts, on stage, playing all his songs? You never know, guys. This guy had no clue what his future brought him. This is the house where Guns N' Roses used to live. 1137 North Fuller Avenue. Can you imagine what kind of parties were going on in this house? It's a jungle, baby. This is when we're recording the Appetite for Destruction. They all were living here. This is a little hard to match up because the fence is so high. But that was definitely right here. You see the window? Looks exactly the same. Slash, the legend, on Michael Jackson's tour. And of course, the one and only Axl Rose. And you won't believe what just happened. I was taking pictures and the girl who lives here saw it and she allowed me to come inside and match up the picture right here where Guns N' Roses used to live. How incredible is this? And they live in the house right now. This is where Axl, Slash, and all the other members were walking, drinking, partying every single day. Those very steps they were sitting. I appreciate.
These were not here, and the boxes and the.
You're right.
I promise I'll clean it up and we come back.
Oh, this is awesome. Went down those stairs, down to Sunset Boulevard. There's Santa Monica Boulevard down that way and Sunset Boulevard down that way. A lot of people think Scarface was filmed in Florida, even though it played in Florida, but most of it was filmed here in California, in Hollywood, Sunset Boulevard. Right behind me used to be Montana Management. Say hello to my little friend. This is where Tony Montana came out of his office. Let me match up the picture right here. The whole crew right in front of his office. This one is on Sunset Boulevard. And right across the street is Tony Montana's Travel. Remember? Right here. See the statue on the right? The World Is Yours. That was a great movie. And then to the right is Mark Wahlberg's restaurant, Wahlburgers. And right across from Tony Travel, the building right there, that was Gina's beauty salon. Gina Montana's beauty salon. The lady in the yellow is Michelle Pfeiffer, and of course a Scarface. All this on Sunset Boulevard. It's unbelievable. There's so many iconic places on Sunset Boulevard. Right across Tower Records is Michael Jackson's favorite bookstore, Book Soup. And guess who was standing to promote their new album right in front of that bookstore? This is ABBA. You know that blonde girl, Agneta, I was in love with when I was a kid. Take a Chance on Me. Right here on Sunset Boulevard. And if you go a little bit to the left, which would be right here, this is where Michael Jackson was sitting on the concrete doing a commercial for Suzuki. I'm going to insert the picture right here on the right. And then when you go across the street, there's another location where Michael Jackson posed for The Wiz. Right here. It's a little bit hard to match up because the sun is right there. This is Bruce Springsteen, 1975, promoting his album Born to Run. Right across the street from Tower Records. A young Bruce Springsteen. Got the Whiskey and Go-Go on the corner of Sunset and Rockin' Rallies. This used to be the Cat Club where Guns N' Roses performed and used to hang out all the time. This is the entrance to the Whiskey and Go-Go, and I believe they were doing the music video Welcome to the Jungle right in here, the Whiskey and Go-Go. Correct me if I'm wrong. When I first came to America, I used to hang out here on Sunset Boulevard at the Whiskey and Go-Go. Every Monday, they had about 14 different bands playing here. They did not get any money. They actually had to pay to play. And last year, right here at the Whiskey and Go-Go, is where kids were performing. I mean, Guns N' Roses, you name it, Prince, everybody performed in here. We got the Roxy on the right and the Rainbow Bar and Grill on the left. I used to hang out at the Rainbow years ago. We had a table every Saturday I never seen that many celebrities in one place. I met a whole bunch of people in this restaurant. One time, Jean-Claude Van Damme was sitting with no shirt across from me, totally drunk. But this place used to be the Villa Nova. The Villa Nova. And that's where Marilyn went on a date with Joe DiMaggio the first time. I didn't know all this, I just found out. Villa Nova. This place has so much history. Unbelievable. Next time you come to LA, you gotta check this place out. Upstairs is a nightclub, downstairs is a restaurant. Look at this, Led Zeppelin, Queen, Korn, you name it, Sublime, White Zombies, Fishbone, House of Pain, AC/DC. Of course, Elvis can't be missing, David Bowie. Man, some people did a really good job carving all those names in here. Fleetwood Mac, Rammstein, Du bist so hässlich, du bist der Hass. John Bon Jovi, the Bee Gees, the Muppets, Jimi Hendrix. This used to be Lemmy's Hangout, Bar and Grill, Rainbow. The entrance right here.
Make sure you get the statue on the backside.
Yeah, they have a statue in there and a mural. So Lemmy basically lived here at the bar. Yep, that's Lemmy from Motorhead. A statue here at the Rainbow Bar and Grill. I was never really a Guns N' Roses fan. Of course, they had some really great albums. Sweet Child of Mine, Welcome to the Jungle, and on and on. But my connection with them is I sold everybody sunglasses at one time. My friend used to be the manager of a recording studio on Pico. I forgot the name. One day he asked me for some sunglasses. I put them all on the counter, and here comes Guns N' Roses walking in to practice. It was 2 in the morning, and they saw my sunglasses. So they all looked at it, they put them on, and they all bought sunglasses for me. And they said, how much do we owe you? And I said to Axel, don't give me any money. Give me one of your bandanas. But he didn't really want to do that. So what I figured out later, what somebody told me, I don't know if this is the truth or not, he got some hair transplant done at that time, so he didn't want to give up the bandana. But that's my connection with Guns N' Roses. I met them all, and Matt Zorens I met a few times at the flea market on Fairfax. This is LA, baby. Seeing any of those cars could be a celebrity. That's a Bentley, that's a Hummer. Looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger's car, but it's not. Those are the historic Charlie Chaplin Studios, where he filmed all his movies on stage. They're called now the Jim Henson Company, and they dressed up Kermit the Frog as Charlie Chaplin. Pretty cool idea. And behind those gates is where Justin Bieber recorded his album, Yummy, Yummy, Yummy. And actually, what it's all famous for is they recorded the song We Are the World in Studio B, right over there. The song was written and created by Lionel Richie and Michael Jackson in 1985. There's an iconic picture which was taken right here on the steps. The tramp sitting with a little dog. You can see from the far, he has the original signature in the concrete. I think it's 1918. And those are the footprints of Charlie Chaplin's shoes. They always look big in the movie, but they're not that big. And since I'm here already, I gotta match up a picture, right? There's Kermit the Frog right here. And this was the main entrance to the Charlie Chaplin Studios. And German in Venice has a picture to match up. How cool is this? The tramp himself right in front of his entrance. Charlie Chaplin. I love it. Who didn't watch Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy when they were kids? Every Saturday I was glued to the television and we watched Oliver Hardy, Stan Laurel, and Buster Keaton, and of course Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin was doing an episode on Venice Beach. There was a pier, POP I think it's called, and the episode's name is Kid auto race, but I couldn't really find the location because the pier's long gone. This house was used in 1929 in Oliver Hardy and Stan Laurel's episode, A Perfect Day. There they are. Look at that old car. Wow. The house is over 100 years old. It still looks exactly the same. This is the world famous Ennis Brown house. It's beautiful. It's like an Egyptian style house. It's been in so many movies. It's been in Predator, Twin Peaks, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Rush Hours. And Michael Jackson was filming his video Why with his nephews right inside this compound right here. In 2006, they renovate this whole place for $6 million. Unbelievable. Let me check if we can see something. This is a beautiful house. See the pattern of the rocks? This is Michael Jackson. See on the left, the same pattern rocks like everywhere else. So I think if you go down here and make a left, that's where they filmed the video with his 3 nephews. I don't really know what this place is. I just saw some people walk around in there. Maybe it's a private resident. Right behind those walls is the girl swimming in the Michael Jackson video. So check out the Michael Jackson video T3, Why? And guess who else was doing a photo shoot up here? In 1968, that's the year when I was born. This dude right here, Jim Morrison, did a photo shoot right behind me. Let's match up the picture. Yeah, right here in 1968, Jim Morrison was doing a photo shoot. It's a little hard to match up, but we can all picture it. It's right here at the Ennis Brown house. Absolutely incredible. I love it. Here we got another picture to match up. That's where he was standing. I love it. Unbelievable. I just got to talk to the owner, and it is a private resident. It is so hard for me to understand that people actually live in this house. They renovated for $6 million. I don't know how much this house is, maybe $30 million. People have money. How do they get all this money? I don't understand. It's really hard for me to understand. What kind of business is this guy in? Well, my friends, that was it. This is the end of the video. I really hope you do enjoy this video. It was all crazy. Like, it wasn't really just one topic. It was all different topics. I thought it was a good video. You can learn a lot. You've seen a lot. In those desperate times where we have to stay at home, there's nobody around, so I can actually go outside and do all this. Anyway, if you like the video, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, push the notification bell, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share these videos with your friend. I see you then. Just saying.